Hello, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Make Myth series. We have so much work to do today, so much great work to do today, and I can't wait to get back into it with you all. I think the first thing we should do is do a little bit of a recap of where we were last week, last Friday. And so the first thing to talk about is who I am. So I'm E.I. Werner, I'm a fantasy author. And I've been a fantasy author for over 18 years. Right now, I'm working on a project that is about forming the original cosmogonic myths for a fantasy world. And I decided to create this channel to kind of give people an insight into how these worlds are actually built. And this channel is specifically for people who love fantasy and want to see how worlds are built kind of on the inside. It's also for people who love fantasy and don't have the capacity to actually articulate why it is and what it is they love about it. We're going to get really into the depths of what it means, the timelessness of fantasy, how it's a destination and not an escape, and really equip you with the tools to be able to speak about why fantasy resonates so much with you, even if you don't have all the words to say it. And then in addition, another person that this channel is going to be for is for gamers who feel ashamed of the fact that they're gamers. I've been a very productive gamer for many years. You're going to see that I'm going to hit my writing deadlines, and I'm also going to be gaming. And I'm 33 years old, and I'm still a proud gamer, and I will be for the rest of my life. And so if that's you, this is a great place for you. Let's talk about the Make Myth episode series that we're talking about. So Make Myth, I'm currently in Athens, Greece, and I'm doing a 34 episode series. This is the second of those series, and essentially I'm working on these myths and we're going to be writing them live. I've got these really strict writing deadlines to hit, but in addition we have other goals that we're trying to hit by July 7th. So we want to get a total number of YouTube views, subscribers, everything with the number 7, because the 7 is very relevant for us in our symbolic mythology. And what you can tell here is that, and you can see that even on the date that it concludes, which is July 7th. And that's not to say that we're going to stop streaming after that. Obviously, we're going to continue going. But we are going to be pursuing these goals to try to track ourselves and keep track of how we're doing. And I want to remind everybody that when it comes to this project in particular, endurance is far more important than heroics. This is not about one burst. This is not about a viral video. This is not about one 8-hour writing session. This is about showing up again and again and again. And the only way I can prove that is by continuing to do that and continue to stream and broadcast my writing, which I 100% will do. And so then the final thing is, last week we talked about myth versus story. We talked about how a myth is, how a story is something that did happen, and a myth is aspiring to tell a story about what has, is, and will happen. So it's about a timeless truth. And we discussed that we're making new myths because we want to elucidate the fact just how much the impact that mythology has on our day-to-day life. And if we consider, my fundamental thesis of, writing, fantasy, and games are not escapes, they're destinations, in order to really go to a new destination, someplace entirely different from where we are, it's important to have different mythologies there. And that will give us the insight and wisdom to maybe see the ways that our own mythologies impact us. So, Once is the project that we're working on. This is 7 myths altogether, and I'm going to read this little introduction because I think it's quite powerful, and then we're going to get right into the writing here, team. But I just want to give a little bit of context for exactly what we're working on, and then I'll go ahead and we're going to dive deep into the writing. I hope everyone's patient because we've got a lot of writing to do. We've got a lot of gaming to do today. We've got a long stream ahead of us. We've got a lot to cover, and it's going to be great. So buckle up, have fun, relax, and let's get into the reading here. The best fantasy isn't an escape. It's a destination. Somewhere you travel to and then return from, carrying a matryoshka doll that takes a lifetime to unpack. Once is the mythology of such a destination. Not a fantasy world, but the Big Bang and Bible for those who live there. A compendium of 7 hymns that hum with the familiar gravity of Genesis and thunder of Olympus, but they strike a different chord, a dire warning that binds their civilization in a singular purpose. The sun will die, and only we can save it. So, as you can see here, we're trying to design a mythology that has a clear, rallying cry, a clear purpose, and that's unifying people that, we are responsible for for every action that we take has a divine purpose towards saving the sun when you're in this world. And so I'm going to go back and we're going to read the first myth, right? It's only 97 words. This one's called Once. Give me a second. Light is holy, light is whole. In it, no darkness. Darkness yearns to be one again. Darkness swallows light. One singular seed. Still, light loves to be and become. One seed cannot contain it. At once, light shines, shatters one seed. A golden sun emerges. Still, sun loves to be and bestow itself. Sun severs of itself 7 planets to behold it. Severed, sun is less than it was, yet only beheld, darkness cannot claim them. All right, so essentially what that is saying is we built the universe out of nothing, right? So we said at the beginning, once, only one, only darkness. At once, light declares itself, right? So light is the first thing. It self-generates, and it creates from one, we create two, and we create time. Everything that happened, there's a before and after. So time is created at this. Light, we're drawing a clear connection between light being divine and a holy figure. And what happens is a black hole comes in and swallows all of light, and then it explodes out in a sort of big bang, and the light transfigures itself into the sun that we are all familiar with, and it creates several planets, and that's the big important part. It creates several planets, and one of those planets is Earth, and that's the story that we're going to be telling today. So I am probably going to cut out the whole beginning of this because it was a little bit choppy, but what I'm going to do is let's pretend that the VOD is starting right now because we have very few people live anyway, and that will help me learn from my mistakes. So, hello and welcome everyone. My name is E.I. Warner, your humble host, and today let's start again. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Make Myth, the video series. Today we are going to be working on the second of 7 cosmogonic myths, Mother, talking about the origin of Earth as a planet within our solar system. We're also going to be exploring Earth as a divine feminine entity, and we are going to be writing live. So when we take a look at what we did last week, which is the first of these 7 myths, we really just built the universe. We had nothing, once, only one, only darkness, right? So, and then light declares itself. Light declares itself, it self-creates, then it is swallowed by a black hole, and then it explodes outwards in kind of a big bang, creating the sun and the planets. And that's where we are right now. So let's go ahead and start writing. So where we ended was that, let's start here. So 7 children, sun bestows of itself. And I'm using the passive, the present tense, because when you're speaking about myths, you're not talking about just a story that happened. You're talking about a story that has, is, and will be happening, right? So it's about timeless truths. 7 children, sun bestows of itself. And we're saying that one is unlike her brothers. So in this case, we're saying that there's 7 children, but there's one that's unique. and we have an outline here. One, unlike her brothers, she's the only daughter of Sun, right? So she, and we're going to capitalize she, is the only daughter of Sun. Sun beholds itself, and I'll walk you through what I'm saying, in her sweet waters. Okay, so let's talk about this. 7 children Sun bestows of itself, right? So we said that that's what we inherited from our last series, which is that there was a big bang and a sun creates of itself several planets, and one of those is Earth. One is unlike her brothers, so we're saying that Earth is unique, and we're using a her here so we can tell that this is a feminine entity. She is the only daughter of Sun. Okay, this reinforces her uniqueness, saying she's the only one. Sun beholds itself glimmering in her sweet waters. Now let me walk through some of the research. So what you'll find here is that obviously we are creating our own mythology, but we do a lot of research on different cosmogonic myths that have existed in the past. And I want to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes on how that works. So the first research that we can kind of take a look at is that mother is clearly a feminine entity. Except in Egypt, where it's the sky. That's one religion where it's not. Almost every single time you're going to find that the earth is referred to as a distinctly divine feminine being, which is very unique. How consistent it is, the universality of its femininity. And I will provide these sources for you all in the description so you can check them out yourself and take advantage of my research as much as you want. But the part that I really want to focus on, so we have Earth as feminine. I think a lot of you probably understand that. But this is the part that I really want to dive into, which is Sun beholds itself glimmering in her sweet waters. I think this is an extremely interesting concept because it's this idea that God sees itself reflected in us. And if we go here to Genesis, I think, which is the most common myth or religious text that we're all familiar with. This is Genesis 1:2 that I have written here, but I can recite for you from the beginning. It's, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, right? And the earth was formless and void, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. So the beheld itself glimmering in our sweet waters is really has to do with this line right here that has always fascinated me. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And if you look, there's actually a huge amount of texts that demonstrate the divine seeing itself reflected on earth and in water in a sort of mirror thing. So when we're saying that 7 children Sun bestows of itself, one is unlike her brothers, she is the only daughter of Sun, Sun beholds itself glimmering in her sweet waters. I'm saying the sun is seeing itself glimmer. It's seeing light in her waters. It's seeing the potential of it in the depth. Okay. So let's continue forward here now that we've explained that point. We can say, so what's she doing right now? She is, she's going to be orbiting around the sun, right? So she danced. I'm using dance for an orbital rotation. She danced and danced around Sun till she danced where she began. And when we're saying until she danced where she began, and if we're saying that dancing is an orbital rotation, one orbit is 1 year. So time is passing, and we're saying that when one cycle completes and she returns home, that is where something's going to happen. Okay, so when she returns back where she started, she's different now, right? Time has passed, so even though she's returning back to the same place, she is different now. So she danced and danced around Sun till she danced where she began. There. She beholds. Sun is without shadow. also beholds her own. Okay. This is a very important point. We're talking about divine shame. So if you once you go in front of God, you're gonna the perfection of the divine. You're gonna have to. It is extremely consistent in all the literature. I don't need to keep showing the sources if I'm not going to read them, but it's extremely consistent in the literature that when you stand before the divine, people fall upon their face in shame and horror when they see something so perfect they feel imperfect. And I think all of us can relate to that, looking at Instagram at everybody's perfect lives, looking at all these celebrities and what they're doing. It makes us feel like shit about ourselves, and that's what's happening for her here. She's going up. She's come back around. She's had this nice year. She's danced around the sun, but now when she returns back where she came, she's actually and beholds just how perfect the sun actually is. She becomes ashamed. And this consciousness of shame is a very important point for us for the creation of life. So why is she ashamed? What is so perfect about the sun? Let me think. I want to compare her versus the sun, So sun was whole light. We may change that. Sun was whole light. Sun is all light. She half shadow. Right, so we're saying that the sun doesn't have a shadow. It's all light. It radiates brightness from everywhere. And if darkness is a sort of negative thing and light is divine, the fact that she's a shadow is something that she's going to be ashamed of. But there's more things, right? So sun is epicenter itself. She, comma, So I'm comparing them. She's looking at the sun. She's saying, look at the sun. It's all light. And I'm half shadow. The sun is epicenity itself. So what does the word epicenity mean? That's a very, very interesting word. It's almost only used in these mythological contexts. And epicene means like as of or pertaining to both and neither genders. So I think the sun is a perfect example. It's not really masculine, it's not really feminine, it's both. And because it's both, it's kind of neither. And so it's kind of beyond the gender distinction. And I think that's when I'm saying, and when I'm comparing the sun is epicenity itself to she, only its daughter, I'm saying, clearly Earth is a distinctly feminine being, and the sun is genderless in this way. And she's jealous of that. It's a form of completeness that the sun has that she does not have. So she has this shadow she's ashamed of, right? So that's the key. Sun is so beholds her on. We may need to. Let me add a comment here. Becomes conscious of her own shadow. So becomes. We do want, conscious. I think consciousness is a powerful word for us to put in here, because I'm writing this in real time. So there's going to be some back and forth. There's going to be some editing, and I hope you find it interesting. Maybe on 2x speed when you're watching as a VOD. All right. Sun is all light. So here we're saying we may want to add consciousness to the word. Sun is all light. She has shadow. Sun is epicenter itself. She only thought. So what's the action she's going to take now that she's ashamed? So she twirls and twirls to escape her shadow. So that's we're talking. So we had dancing as the orbital rotation, and now we have twirling, which is going to be the horizontal axis spin that Earth has, and that's where this twirls to escape her shadow. When we're talking about cosmogonic myths, right? So it's a story that kind of explains the way the universe is actually working. It explains why Earth spins like that. So she twirls to escape her shadow. Shame will not release her. It's not working. She tries to escape her shadow, but as much as she spins, it obviously just chases behind her. And I'm curious here. I think she danced and danced, but I wonder if I just go she danced. We can try that. I kind of like it. She twirls to escape her shadow. Shame will not release her. So it's not working. She weeps and weeps. She's crying at the futility of her escape. Tough. Okay, we'll come back to that. She twirls to escape her shadow. Shame will not release her. She weeps at the futility. I'm trying to find a parallel here. Let me walk you through why I'm being quiet. She twirls and twirls to escape her shadow. So this is the action she's taking. She twirls and twirls. This is the action she's taking. She weeps and weeps. There needs to be parallelism because this is a hymn. This is a poet. This is a poem. So we're saying she twirls and twirls to escape her shadow. That's why she's taking the action. So we need... maybe this is implied. She weeps. Let's keep going. Maybe we do it like this. Oh, that's good. You can't see it just yet, but I'll show you how it's going to shake in. She twirls to escape her shadow. She weeps. We love when it's tight like this. She weeps. Shame on how to release her. You see the parallelism there? Now we can delete this one. She twirls, she weeps. Boom. To escape her shadow, shame will not release her. So these are our parallelisms. So the key here is that let's start. Let's catch everybody up here. We have the Big Bang right before this. 7 children are created from the sun out of it, right? It uses some of its own energy and matter to create the planets. One of these planets is unique. It's Earth. And it's unique in the sense that she's the only feminine entity. And that in addition to that, the sun sees its reflection in her waters, and we talked about how much mythological context and support there is for that. She danced and danced. She danced around sun. We're talking about that as orbital momentum, orbital rotation, until she danced where she began. So we're saying that she completes a year. She circles back around. There she beholds sun is without shadow. So she confronts the divine after circling once. After she circles it, she can tell that there's no. The sun doesn't have a shadow, and because of that, she becomes conscious of her own. So at her first year birthday, she becomes conscious of her own shadow, and so beholds her own. It could be nice, but we may want to use the word consciousness. That's why I highlighted that one. And so now she's comparing herself against light, against the sun. So sun is all light, and she is half shadow. That makes a lot of sense, right? The sun doesn't have a shadow because it's light itself. Sun is epicentity itself. She only its daughter. And we talked about how epicentity means both genders and neither gender, kind of like the sun. If you're neither gender, then you're kind of beyond gender. And she only its daughter. So she's limited in her understanding. She's only half of the spectrum of what's possible, whereas the sun is both of what's possible. And that makes her feel ashamed based on all that she lacks. She lacks the masculine, whereas the sun has both. Now we're talking about twirling here. She twirls to escape her shadow. So we talked about how dancing is the orbital rotation. This is the spin along the horizontal axis that Earth also has. So that's what we're talking about. And she's trying to escape her shadow. Imagine she's like running away, and that causes the axis spin to escape her shadow, but it's obviously futile. Yeah, you can't escape shadow in that way. And then we're saying she weeps and weeps because shame won't release her. We're saying that there's a futility to her mission, and now she's sad. And now we're continuing forward. So 2 tears fall to edge and edge. So if you imagine the Earth, there's like half of it is light and half of it's dark. There's going to be 2 poles where there's a transition, where there's dawn and dusk, right? And this is where the tears are going to fall. And so these tears are very important, because if she's fresh water, this is the introduction of salt water, right? It's the introduction of sadness. But salt is, NaCl. It's an elemental component to build a huge amount of life. And so it actually will help us create life. To edge and edge. 2 tears fall to edge and edge. Is that clear enough? Let's say dawn and dusk. This may not work, but we'll say dawn and dusk. I'm trying to make clear that we're hitting the poles here. I like that. Dawn and dusk. Salt and sweet, glimmer and shadow. So I want to have a collision of a bunch of different forces here. So I believe that, when 2 forces collide that are different, you can create a third thing that is entirely new and unique. And that's what we're trying to do here. Two tiers fall, fall to edge and edge. Let's say this. Let's make it clear. Do they fall? Like, are they falling from the sky? I think they fall. I like this, to dawn to dusk, because if you have two, oh, this is good. Two tiers, and you also have two here, right? A different two. So two tiers fall, fall to dawn to dusk. So what we're going to is, I want to get, so this is what's happening. Two tiers are falling. They collide at the poles. Opposite edges. Is that good? I mean, obviously that is not the right words, but I want to make clear that they're kind of falling across the planet, right? They're not falling in the same place. I'm wrestling with this one, team. Let's move on. We come back. Two tiers fall, fall to dawn to dusk. This is what writing looks like behind the scenes, Dan. It's a lot of wrestling. Two tiers fall, fall to dawn to dusk. Two tiers fall, fall to edge and edge. No. Let's look at the structure here. Every single one of these is 4 lines. I want to try to get to 4 lines here. and is actually good. To ask. I wonder if this is kind of boring for y'all. Not that there are that many people watching, but this is what it looks like behind the scenes, team. There's nothing I can say about that except that I got to finish this writing and I'm doing it live, and you can always turn me off. But for those of you who stick around, I do appreciate it. I think this is what we said. This is what I'm trying to say. At each edge, pull. This is a clash of opposing forces. So 2 tiers fall to dawn to dusk. So we're saying that, there's these 2 edges where light turns dark and dark turns light. We'll work through it too. Don't worry. I've been here before. Maybe we say it like this. 1 to dawn. 1 to dusk. We're wrestling here, team. We got this. Wrestling team. We'll break through. Two tiers. Simplify. We can always come back. So we have 2 tiers that fall, and these are saltwater tiers that then clash with freshwater. at these edges, what I'm trying to say is that life is going to be created here. And then the daughter Earth is going to become Mother Earth. And what I'm trying to say is that she cries, and then there are two tears that fall. One falls at one edge and one falls at the other edge. One falls at dawn and one falls at dusk. And at each of these places, there's a collision between salt water and sweet water, the glimmering of sun seeing itself reflected, and her shadow and the shame of that, and then and awe and shame. So those are the things that we're trying to say. Actually, this works. If I just get rid of this, now we're back to 4. So this is where we're going, right? Son and son born at each of these edges, and then the daughter becomes a mother, right? That's where we're going. I wish this was a sexier thing to watch, but this is actually what it looks like. So here we are. And I'm not giving up. So like, this is my writing goal for the day. Gotta hit it. Maybe we don't even say 2 tears falling. I think I have an angle here, team. Let's hope. Salt clash is sweet. This is my like sugar and spice and everything nice area where when we're creating everything. The Powerpuff Girls, we're creating the Powerpuff Girls right now. Salt and sweet, glimmer and shadow. Oh. At edge and edge. At dawn and dusk. Salt cut sweet. Glimmer cut. This is going to need a word choice fix. Comment. WC. WC means word choice for writers. know I've been a little quiet here, team, but I'm really focused. I think I'll learn how to speak out loud a little bit more, but I really need to push through here. We have writing goals to hit. I wonder if it's at dawn, at dusk. So daughter become mother. So let's go from the top. We have the Big Bang right before this story. 7 children some bestows of itself. One is unlike her brothers. She is distinctly feminine. She is the only daughter of sun, and sun beholds itself glimmering in her sweet waters. We discussed how the divine sees itself reflected on earth, and how this is supported by many comparative mythologies and religions. She danced and danced around sun until she danced where she began. This is one orbital rotation around Earth. And we're doing cosmogonic myths, so we're kind of explaining the nature of the universe via a story. So she danced and danced around the sun. That's our orbital rotation. When she finishes, until she danced where she began, we're saying she finishes one orbital rotation. She gets around the sun, and she beholds that the sun doesn't have a shadow. And this is very troubling for her, because she's beholding light's perfection. It makes her feel like shit, because in front of the divine, all of us are imperfect, and so she thus becomes conscious of her own shadow, and this is very motivating for her. We compare what it is about the sun that's different from her that she actually is yearning to be more like, that is actually generating her shame. We're saying that the sun is all light and she's half shadow, which makes sense. If you look at the sun, it radiates light all around, and Earth has a shadow. We have a night. The sun is epicenity itself, and she only its daughter. We talked about how epicenity is both in neither gender, and how only its daughter means that she's more limited. The sun has no limitation. The sun is masculine and feminine, whereas she's only the feminine side. The Earth is not masculine. So she twirls and twirls to escape her shadow. We're talking cosmogonically about how this means that this is the horizontal axis rotation of Earth. To escape her shadow, this is how we explain that. She weeps and weeps, but shame will not release her. So 2 tears fall. We need 2 falls here because the 2 tears. To dawn, to dusk, soft and sweet. Let's try this. Sweet and salt, shadow and glimmer, glimmer and shadow. I wonder if this, like, if I repeat it, you could show that it's happening twice, that it's happening at both places, but kind of in a different order, right? So we have dawn and we have dusk. We have salt and sweet. If I say sweet and salt, does that make it clear that these collisions are happening in 2 places? I'm not sure, but we're gonna try it. 2 tears fall to dawn to dusk. 2 tears fall to dawn to dusk. each edge become mother. At edge and edge, so we're saying at each edge, sun and sun, so that mirrors it, saying that one sun is at one edge and one sun is at the other edge. That's what I'm really trying to get at here, because I don't have that many words to say it. That's why it has to be tight. And this is our poetry. This is what it takes to wrestle, a poem into being. Hope you find some patience. I think maybe it'll come out better when it's all clipped, and I remove a lot of it just thinking, and you can kind of see the major decisions I make. But writing is not always a highlight reel. There's a lot else to go through with it. Two, so she twirls, twirls to escape her shadow. She weeps, weeps. Shame will not release her. Two tears fall, fall to dawn to dusk. This is where the missing piece is. Let's see what AI has to say. I'll let you know what it says. I'm totally down to use AI, by the way, everybody. I love AI, and I am obviously right. You can see that AI is not always that helpful, but it can be. It definitely can be helpful when you're a little bit stuck like this, just to stir the pot. So I'm gonna say. I already have a project where it's somewhat familiar with everything I'm working on. I'm trying to write the mother mythology. Here's where I'm at. I'm stuck at making clear that the two tiers fall and collide. Let the two tiers fall and collide at opposite poles. Can you help me? All right. We asked AI for a little juice. Let's see what it says. I'll be completely honest. When I'm using AI, I think that's the only genuine way to do it. I would say that almost always I write by myself and then I ask AI what it thinks. And you can think that that is troubling. You can think that that's wrong, but I think of AI as kind of like the totem of human knowledge, and I'm curious what it has to say on different components, and obviously trust myself over that. Yeah, I think the AI is not going to really help me. But as an edge opposing forces clash. These are our opposing forces. And then if we want to keep it fours, we can have this be a standalone last line, little mic drop situation. It's pretty good. It's getting better. I think we're close, team. And our goal by the end of this is to plop it in here. Here's our manuscript. We got it, here it goes. We're close here, Tim. I'm sorry. This is taking longer than I thought. Ooh. Let's try this. We're really wrestling with these final words here, Tim, but it's a poem. It matters. We're trying to say that two tears fall from her sadness. Those are saltwater tears. They clash with fresh water, and it's at that same area where there's a shadow clashing with the light, and there's awe clashing against shame. It's in those collisions wherein we are getting life being born. I think I have it. is it. Let's try it. All right. 7 children sun bestows of itself. One is unlike her brothers. Let's go for a comma here. 1, comma, unlike her brothers. She, the only daughter of sun. Sun beholds itself, glimmering in her sweet water. So we said we had the Big Bang in the last myth. The sun explodes out. It creates 7 children of itself. One of those is unique because it's feminine. That's the earth. And we see that the sun beholds itself glimmering in her sweet waters. We talked about how that has a lot of mythological context. She danced and danced around sun until she danced where she began. We talked about how this is orbital rotation, and that after she comes back where she began, that's 1 year passing. There she beholds, sun is without shadow, so beholds her own. Upon circling the sun 1 time, she recognizes, oh my God, this sun doesn't even have a shadow, and thus becomes aware that she does have one of her own imperfection. And so she compares herself to the sun. She says, sun is all light, she have shadow. Sun is epicenity itself, she only its daughter. And what we're saying is epicenity means both and neither gender, kind of like the sun. It is complete, it's whole, it doesn't have a gendered aspect, and she's only its daughter, which means that she's limited in the sense that she's not the feminine. If she is she, then she's not the masculine in this case. And that makes her feel incomplete and imperfect before the divine. So she twirls and twirls, to escape her shadow. We talked about how this is the horizontal axis spin, to explaining where that kind of comes from. She weeps, shame will not release her. Obviously, spinning it around in a circle is not going to allow you to escape your shadow, kind of like a dog chasing its tail. We say that from the weeps, we get 2 tears. 2 tears fall to edge and edge. So they're falling to either pole. Salt meets sweet, awe against shame. I think we need a word choice here, but at dawn, at dusk, sun and sun born. 2 tears fall to edge and edge. Let's say salt cuts sweet. And then awe meets shame. Or shame meets awe. Because shame. There it is. All right, we read it one more time. 7 children sun bestows of itself. 1, unlike her brothers. She, the only daughter of sun. Sun beholds itself glimmering in her sweet waters. She danced around sun until she danced where she began. There she beholds its dances. It's got to be present tense. This is a myth. Remember, we're talking about how stories are past tense and myths are past, present, and future tense. There are things that have, are, and will be happening. She dances around sun until she dances where she began. There she beholds sun without shadow, is without shadow. So beholds her own. She compares herself. Sun is all light, she has shadow. Sun is epicenity itself, she only its daughter. She twirls to escape her shadow. She weeps, shame will not release her. 2 tears fall to edge and edge. Salt cuts sweet, shame meets awe, and at dawn, at dusk, sun and sun are born, so daughter become mother. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. There's some rhythm in here that needs fixing, but I don't want to get too started. I'm going to give it one more revisit, and then we plop it in for now. There is going to be another round of editing at the end when all the myths are written, and I can't obsess too much, but we did hit all the points that we wanted to hit here. 2 tears, shame will not release her. 2 tears fall, fall to edge and edge. Salt cut sweet, shame meets awe. It's like this. It's like this. I think this is good. She twirls, twirls to escape her shadow. She weeps, weeps. Shame will not release her. 2 tears fall, fall to dawn to dusk. Salt cut sweet. Shame meets awe. Sun and sunborn. So daughter becomes one. I think it's good. Let's read it one more time. We read it a lot of times, but I'm going to read it again. This is what it takes, team. Seven children, son bestows of itself, one unlike her brothers. She, the only daughter of sun, the sun beholds itself glimmering. Maybe we go like this. In her sweet waters. She dances, dances around sun until she dances where she began. There she beholds sun is without shadow. So beholds her own. Sun is all light, she half shadow. Sun is obscenity itself, she only its daughter. She twirls, twirls to escape her shadow. She weeps, weeps, shame will not release her. 2 tears fall, fall to dawn to dusk. Salt cut sweet. Ooh. This is kind of nice. As a final paragraph, salt cut sweet, shame meets awe, sun and sun bored, so daughter become mother. This is a nice ending. It's really just in here that we're a little bit stuck. Salt cut sweet, shame meets awe. Maybe we go. Two tears fall to dawn to dusk. That works. Shame will not release. 2 tears fall, fall to dawn to dusk. Salt cut sweet, shame meets awe, sun and sun bored. I don't think we need the so. Daughter become mother. I think that's a nice ending. 2 tears fall, fall to dawn to dusk. Salt cut sweet, shame meets awe. Son and son bored, daughter become mother. All right. Let's plop it in, team. Then we can do some gaming. Let's ask Notion AI how many words this is. Notion AI is pretty cool too. It's not like really powerful like Claude or anything that's gonna do research for you, but it is helpful for these little tasks like, oh, make this all highlighted or something like that. Or reformat this. So 96 words, and then we have 96 plus 97. There's 193. Then this is today's date is 03/17. Okay. So this is where we're at, Tim. We have 2 of the 7 myths done. We're going to come back at the end, but we're trying to get our drafts all done, all 7, and then we're going to polish even further. But these are poems, so they have to be really polished by the end, but they're pretty polished now. So I'll just read it back and then we'll go game. Once, only one, only darkness. At once, light declares itself, severs 1 to 2, before to after. Light is whole, light is holy. In it, no darkness. Darkness yearns to be one again. Darkness swallows light. One singular seed. Still light loves to be and become. One seed cannot contain it. At once light shines, shatters one seed. A golden sun emerges. Still sun loves to be and bestow itself. Sun severs of itself. 7 planets to behold it. Severed, sun is less than it was. It only beheld, darkness cannot claim them. I don't know if that yet is necessary, but we'll come back for that. All right, next story, and then we game. 7 children sun bestows of itself, one unlike her brothers. She, the only daughter of sun, and sun beholds itself glimmering in her sweet waters. She dances around sun, until she dances where she began. There she beholds sun is without shadow, so beholds her own. Sun is all light, she half shadow. Sun is epicentity itself, she only its daughter. She twirls to escape her shadow. She weeps, shame will not release her. 2 tears fall to dawn to dusk. Salt cut sweet, shame meets awe. Salt cut sweet, shame meets awe. Son and son born. So daughter become mother. Okay, nice. All right, team, we're going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to play Slay the Spire 2. It's going to be my first time playing that game. I played the shit out of the first game, and I'm really hyped to jump in and try it. I hope all the settings and everything cook well, because it will be my first time playing it, and it'll also be my first time on stream doing it. So let's do a little bit. back, everybody. We just had a solid writing session. Not our best, not our worst. We're warming up to writing on stream. There were some really interesting points where we were cruising, and then there were also some points when I was getting a little stuck, and it felt a little awkward to be on screen kind of in those moments when you're just kind of wrestling and trying out different ideas. But I feel good about it. I feel great about it, and I'm excited to play some games and just kind of de-stress. And then I'll watch back the bottom and see if there's any learnings that we can make. But in the meantime, let's play some Slay the Spire 2. This is my first time I'm going to be playing it. I played the shit out of the first game. Absolutely loved it. And, okay, I only have one character to play. I was hoping to play one of the new ones. But I played the shit out of the first game. Looks like this is your first time playing Slay the Spire. Do you want a brief tutorial? No, I don't want a brief tutorial. I want to play. Let's see what we got here, team. I think we got to unlock some new cards and stuff, but I'm really excited. All right. We have block, strike, and bash. I think we want to bash, make him vulnerable. That makes sense. Let's get some block cooking. And end our turn. So you don't restore health after the match, and so that's why we actually need to be prioritizing defense. I think that might have been a misplay. Maybe I should have played 2 defense. So this guy's going to hit for 6. This only gives me 5 block. I think I want to go 2 defense because, and the reason why we're playing so defensively is that you don't recover health in between every single round. So we're trying to really preserve our health. Vulnerable wears off. Okay. This means this enemy intends to use a buff. Okay. He doesn't, we don't need to use a defend because he's not attacking this turn. So, here, actually, let me move my camera. I think I'm kind of blocking some important information here. So let me see if I can move that. Sorry, team, we're figuring it out together. Maybe we go top right here. I want you guys to be able to see the cards and everything. I think that's good. Okay. So he's going to use a buff. Let's go full send attack mode. He's hitting for 14. Can we kill him though? No. If we had 3 attacks, if we had 3 strikes, we'd be able to kill him. But instead, we're going to go full defense because I don't want to take any damage, and I want to try to kill him next turn. I don't want to lose. I don't want to take any more damage in phase 1. Otherwise, it'll be tough. So he's hitting for 8. Can we kill him? This hits for 8 and 2 vulnerable. 12. If I hit, yeah, this will work. So we kill him. We don't need to take any more damage. Oh, I do get a little health back. Oh, I think that's this. At Burning Blood, at the end of combat, heal 6 HP. Okay. Add a card to my deck. Apply 2 vulnerable, lose 2 HP, gain 2 strength this turn. None of these seem that good. But let's see. We'll try it. We don't. I think we want to go. This doesn't really matter. This enemy intends to give me a status card. Okay, and this guy's attacking. So we're only going to take 4 this turn. But we can do, oh, I should have gone all attack. I could have killed this guy. But what we can do is we can take this guy out and not get hit by that status effect. Wait. Guys, one thing that's interesting to note about this game in particular, I play a lot of games. I play WoW, I play League, I play all new types of new games that they come out, but this is really my specialty. I'm really strong in these deck builders. I was like a Hearthstone high-level legend player and things like that. So this is, okay, so I think we need to kill this guy to not take his damage. I think we're kind of fucked on this guy. We're going to be taking some of his damage, but we can mitigate here, hit one of these, boom. So he's going to hit for 11. I want to take as little damage as possible, just kind of squeak in a little bit of damage there. I'm going to take only 1. Okay, he's going to give me a status card. He's not going to be attacking, so this is our opportunity to full send on damage, and we should be able to take him out next turn. Bang. Okay, let's get a good card here. We need some new cards. Gain 2 strength. Okay, we have another card that brings strength, so I think I'm gonna try for like a strength build. I don't really know what's good. I haven't played this game in a long time, and obviously it's the new one, so we don't know what's good just yet, but we will figure this out. Okay, this enemy entitled to apply a debuff, so we full send damage if he's not going to attack us. That makes sense. Seven damage. Let's try to take 0 damage here. And we're gonna this power. So power means that it stays on me and it doesn't go away. So that's an investment in future rounds, and we take no damage. So this is a good round for us. Can we kill him? 22 damage is what we're looking for. Increase attack damage by 2. So that means 7, 14. We're 1 off. One off. We've got to take some more damage this round, unfortunately. We should be able to kill him here. Deal 6 damage, gain 2 strength. Okay, yeah. Okay, we didn't take too much damage. We're okay. Let's try to get something good. Okay, fire potion, that's good. Gain 5 block, deal 5 damage. That seems nice. Deal 8 damage to the enemy, is vulnerable twice. This is very efficient. Only 1 to do 8 damage, and it could go up to 16. And if it hits twice, our strength modifier hits on it twice, so that could be really good. Let's try that. Considering we already have these strength cards. Oh, these guys are looking cool. This enemy tends to attack for 3. Slippery. The next time Inklet loses HP, it only loses 1. So we need to just like tap each of these before we can actually properly do damage. Dismantle if it's vulnerable. I think we just need to kill this one. This one's going to be doing the most damage, and so instead of going, I think we're going to need to go offense, the best defense here. It does just 1 damage there, but now I made him vulnerable, and now this does, it hits twice. So that guy should die. So instead of using a block card to gain 5 damage, I killed the one that was going to do 6 damage, preventing that. Shit. We're about to take a bunch of damage, fam. We need to tap each of them 1 time because it's only going to do 1 damage. We're going to take a bunch of damage this round. And this, now we're okay. Now that a bunch of them are gone, I think we should be able to use defense and knock off this guy. Let's make sure we take no damage. We'll apply vulnerability. We should be able to kill him next turn. No problem. We'll get back 6 health, but we definitely lost a bunch of health this round. Remember, you only regain some health each round. So, all right, and this is our strong card that works well with our strength. So, starting to get some combos maybe. I love this card, Shrug It Off, because I love cycling through my deck to get more options. But let's see what we have. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. Costs 1 less for each attack. I don't like that. I don't have enough attacks. Gain 5 upgrade a card in your hand. I like this one. Because even if I draw a card, I probably won't be able to play it. I don't have enough mana. So at this stage, take the egg. Unplayable, can be hatched at a rest site. Let's try this. This is cool. I've never seen this before. Cool. That was cool. Oh, we fought a boss now, team. My first boss, Slay the Spire 2. Let's try it. Oh, look at this cute guy. That's fucking awesome. Wow, my hand is ass. I didn't get my power. I didn't get anything to make him vulnerable for a combo on this, but let's see how much damage we take after this. 16 yeesh. All right, now we got a good shit. We're going to gain 5 block, and we're going to upgrade a card in our hand. I wonder if it always upgrades or if it's just for this round, but 3 vulnerable. I think this is going to be a longer fight, so that's actually more valuable. So I can apply 3 vulnerable and then hit you for that. You're going to hit me for 12. I'm going to take a bunch of damage. That's all right. Man, this guy is relentless, this boss. What the fuck? This is tough. Tough boss. Let's see. All right. We'll only take 8, but we're barely doing any damage. This is our best card for sure. Do we have lethal? 18. We have lethal. Sick. Nice. Our first boss kill. Let's go, team. 35. We have gold. We need to spend our gold somehow. Okay. Start each combat with 1 strength. This works really well with our combo. We are... Oh, that's good. It's so greedy, but it's so good. Greedy means that it's expensive, but it really benefits you. I gotta try it. We need a shop because we have Monet, and it's not benefiting us if it's just in our inventory. We need to spend it. So which way is going to take me to the shop fastest? Only this way. Okay. Let me go here then. Gain 12 buff, deal with 25 damage. Okay. We're going to start off here. We're going to... That's a solid first turn. What we're able to do is build the power, which is going to increase our strength the next turns. And then... ooh, nice. That was pretty ideal turn 1 there. We didn't take any damage. We got our power out. We love that for us. $21 damage. Do we have lethal? Oh, we don't have any vulnerable. Do we play the greedy power or do we just push for damage? 9, 11, that's 20. Oh, we have lethal. We're sick. We're dope. 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 Strength potion. That's good for our deck. Okay. I like vulnerable because we have a combo for that. We got to come up here. In order for us to get here, we still have so far to go, and we really need a shop. We really need something good. Enchanted card. So the first thing about get upgrade a card or enchant a card with sound. Do I want an upgrade? I think I want this. Again, has become a really strong card. It's anything 0 mana, guys. When you play these card games, keep in mind I'm like a former Hearthstone Legend player, Magic the Gathering player. These are my kinds of games. 0 cost cards are just OP. Ooh, what's this? At the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. At the end of your turn, gain black. Plating is reduced by 1. Okay, that's good. That's really good because what we want is then it will help us get started building up our strength. I wonder if this... Okay, so this guy's going to just be giving us debuffs here, so we have the freedom to use both of our powers in the first turn. That's the ideal first turn for us, by the way, statistically. Whoa. Look at those ugly worms. What the fuck was that? Holy shit. Interesting design. Kind of scary looking. Whoa. All right, we're about to eat 16 damage to the dome. Love that for us, but not actually. We should be able to kill him next turn. Infested. Upon dying, summon something. Oh, there's going to be shit that pops out of you? Oh, fuck you. I wish we had that for that. There's probably going to be a bunch of wriggly worms. Okay, let's upgrade a card. We go for that. We make you vulnerable, that you're going to die soon. Maybe that wasn't the best, but okay. Okay, we wish we had Thunderclap now, but maybe our deck will recycle. Yeah, our deck is going to recycle, so we have a chance to get lucky here, team. It's always nice when you have a chance to get lucky. Infection. Look at those ugly, wriggly worms. All right, we want to hit the ones that are going to do that we're going to take, make us take damage first. We don't care as much about the status cards. We need to just survive. What's cool about this one, though, is that I can one-shot it. It's really efficient. I feel like I need to do it. Now we're trying to not take damage as much as possible here. I should have gone for this one. It has 1 more health. It's slightly suboptimal. We take 3 damage from this, but that's okay. Can we kill this guy? No. So as a result, we're gonna get rid of that guy and oh, I hope this doesn't go through my block. Come on. Hit the block. Okay, nice. That would have been dog shit. 21 damage. Do we have lethal? This will apply vulnerable, then this will hit twice. Especially if I go like this. Yeah, we have lethal. Alright. Okay, we killed our second boss. I should have used one of these because now I have... What if I got another one? Then it wouldn't have been optimal. Every time 3 attacks and 7 gain 4 block. I like that. Deal 9 damage. Increases cards damage by combat this turn. Draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. This one seems cool. Let's try that. All right. We need to use our potions because it would be really inefficient to get a potion and not be able to actually store it. So we're going to take 12. We only have 1 of these. This we need to get out. It's just too OP. Let's see what we can do. Gain 12 blocks. We have 5 plating. What I can do is just kill that guy right out. Now we have an open slot. It's really important to make sure that you're efficient and you're using that. And if you overcap on potions, it's really inefficient. Okay, so we take 14. What's this? Okay, I have extra. This guy's going to buff himself. Can I kill this guy? That's what we're looking to do. Let's see. It's going to make me draw, which could give me some options. Yeah, this is great. That was a really good turn. Really well played. All right. Nice. We're healing up. We didn't take any damage that round. We played well. Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. I love that card. I love 0-cost cards. You're going to find I really love 0-cost cards. All right, yeah, we focus 0-cost cards. Okay, here we go. Fireplace. What can you do here? Smith. This is my most OP card. What's this? Okay, yeah, that's just too good. If we can get it out and survive. We take 6. We should have plating though. We get 4. Can I kill? No. Let's see what cards we can draw. I'm trying to get nice. That was actually quite good. Sure. We don't take any damage. And we were able to set up our power to increase our strength. All right, we should be able to cruise now that we have both of our powers set up. We're going to take some damage here, but that's okay. We really need to get to a shop. Try to get some cards that are really going to unlock us to kick ass. Take 8. Take none. Dual Demuge. Yeah, we're in a good. Once we get set up, we kind of have a slow ramp. We take damage in those early rounds, but once we get our powers set up, which persist, our deck is quite strong, I think. But it does take a ramping period. All right. This is really good for a strength-based build because the strength goes on each single one. Okay, now we've finally made it to the store. Holy shit. All right, let's find something OP. Pumping up, gain 2 potion slots. That's cool. At the start of each combat, choose 1 of 3 random colors cards and add it. That seems cool. Whenever you play 3, if you're going to draw 3 additional cards. Let's just check it and see if there's anything. We deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. This works really well with stealth, strength builds that we're going for. Gain 4 plating, that seems pretty good. I do think that we need this one though. So let's see. And then how much gold do we have left? We want to buy 2 more strong cards. Is this an upgraded one? No. Bolas. I like that one. And I don't like that one. You actually don't want to just as many cards as you can get. Having fewer cards so you can actually get to your good cards is really important. Yeah, let's get that one. That whirlwind card could really be good. All right, our first time fighting the final boss of Act 1. Let's see how it goes. Whenever you choose a card from it and put it into your hand. That's cool. Stratagem is cool. Volley does a shit ton of damage, but the power I think is just too good. We take 7, but we have the plating. We're going to drink this. We're going to add this. We are going to hit you. Wait, what? Oh, you have 7. Oh, fuck that. Okay, 7 slippery. This guy's kind of cool looking. Man, Slay the Spire 2, they do such a good job with the art and everything. It's so cool. All right. This is really good against Slippery because it's going to hit him 3 times. And then we optimize for defense. That was really good turn. Really good. What's this say? Gain 2 of those. Okay, we don't need that right now. We're going to heal up after this fight, so we can play a little more on the edge. 27 damage. This is where we drink 12 black. Right after I said that. I think we take a risky play here, team. We are going to eat more damage, but we're going to get this power out because I think it'll help us actually execute this guy in the coming turns. We need to be playing for the win and not just playing not to lose. Oh, fuck. All right. It doesn't matter how much damage this guy takes because he has slippery still, but we want to hit him multiple times. So the strength doesn't really matter here. What's the ideal card? We want to hit him multiple times. I think we go here just to see what we draw. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, I get to pick one. Oh, fuck yes. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. That's it. We're in a good spot here, actually, team. First, we make you vulnerable. And the reason we do that is that we're going to hit you twice. Now his slippery is falling off. Boom. Boom. I could have played that better. I should have played setup strike first. Okay, we got rid of a lot of those wounds. It's actually not a bad draw there. I think we're in a pretty good spot here, team. We take 9. We take none. We make you vulnerable. We tee ourselves up for a victory next turn, and then we get a boss relic, which will be kind of sick. Man, this game's so good. 5, 13. Yeah, that's W. All right. Act 1 done, team. Let's go. This is our first run, so we're doing okay, actually. Demon form at the start of your turn, gain 2 strength. To a giant rock, okay. Thrash, deal 4 damage twice. Exhaust and added damage to this card. That's all right. I have a little bit of greedy build here with all these powers. Trying to get them out is going to be tough. Let's go this way. A puppet has arrived. Can you check on father? I'm too tired. Add 2 relax to your hand. Gain 15 block. Next turn, draw 2 cards and gain 2. So this is kind of just like delaying it. It's saying spend my 3 to have an epic turn next turn, which kind of fits with our power strategy. This card gains exhaust. Permanently increases by 1. I wonder if we want that. No, I think we do this one. In gem, a random card in your draw pile gains replay 2. Draw 3 cards. Okay. A random card in your draw pile gains replay 2. Let's see how this goes. We take 13. I think we play this. And I think we play this. We just take a little damage here. It's okay. He's burrowed, but that. Oh, what? He's still attacking me. What the fuck? It's a lot of damage. But we get this out. We try to block as much as we can. Didn't hit. Doesn't hit. Alright, yeah. This was kind of tough for a first fight. Yeesh. 23 and he's still burrowed. What the sauce? We need the block. Oh, how did I knock him out of that? Oh, I don't really understand what this guy's abilities do yet, but... Does this kill? 15 times 5. Yeah, it kills. 75 damage. was a little tough, but we made it. Deal 7, gain 2 damages. I like that. Deal 7 damage whenever you gain block. Deal 5 damage. Okay. Deal 6 damage. Add a copy of this card to your discard pile. I like the strength. We're leaning in on strength for this build. All right, question mark. Let's. Oh, we got a battle. Okay. Secret weapon. Put an attack from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust. That's not so good. This is the one I probably want. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, choose a card from it and put it into your hand. That seems pretty fucking good. But this burst also seems pretty good to get my powers out. It's too good. Okay. We are going to block as much damage as possible. We're going to take no damage here, and we got our power out. That gives us more mana, so we're kind of in a good spot. What the fuck is this? Why does he have my card? Upon killing the... Okay. Alright. We kill. Nice. Take my stolen card back, sure. Tremble, apply to vulnerable. Vulnerable definitely synergizes with our build, that's solid. Spite, you know I love 0 cost cards, deal 6 damage if you lost HP this turn, draw 1 card. It's 0 cost, which is good. Yeah, it's just 0 cost is too good. It's just, you can play. Put a skill from your draw pile into your hand. Gain 4 block, draw 1 card, 0 cost. We love that. Start of your next turn, return this to your hand. That's not good enough. All right, we take 4. We get 2 debuffs. Let's see. 0, so why not? Okay. All right, we go for this guy. We go for this guy. We take this, which gives us another ability. We are not taking any damage this turn, so we hit him hard. Okay, nice. Toxic. What does this do? At the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 5 damage. That sucks. That's absolute ass. We gotta kill this guy this turn. Each of these is 5. This is 5. So it doesn't really affect me that much. What we we're trying to preserve as much of our health as possible, but we're going to take some damage. Only taking 4. Oh, we really want to kill next turn. We're only going to take 2 damage here, but we really want to get a kill next turn. Are you vulnerable? No. Can I draw to try to pull vulnerable? I need 34 damage. I have 11, 20, just off. All right, we invest in next turn. We should be able to kill this in the upcoming turn. Yeah, okay, nice. Our deck is not that strong. That's why I'm going for these question marks. I'm hoping we can get something up here. 1 and 8. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. That seems kind of strong. At the start of your turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies and increases damage by 5. That seems kind of cool, but it seems a little greedy and unrealistic. Deal 8 damage to all other enemies equal to the damage. Oh, sick. 0 cost. So good. Okay. Sure, this enemy that applies a debuff to me. This hand could not be more ass. We needed any of our powers here. But we didn't get a single one. So we could have had a really big first turn, but because he was just going for a debuff, he wasn't even going for an attack. What's my debuff? Tender. Whenever you play a card, lose 1 strength and 1 dexterity this turn. So we want to play fewer cards, but make the most of them. We're taking 17. We gotta go in, team. We take so much damage. Fuck. Can we kill? Nine times 3. No. No. But if we did this, that would be 45. Still not enough. Fuck. I just gotta make you more vulnerable and try to end it next turn. But we're getting worked here. This was the card we needed first round. Can we kill? Do we have lethal? Do we have lethal? 12. Not even close. Sure. Wait, I think we just gotta do it. It's too much damage. That was a horrible play, by the way, team. I just completely fucked that up. I deserve to lose this round. All right. I played that terribly, that last round. Havoc. Play the top card of your... That's cool. Play the top card of your draw pile and exhausted. I love that. That's cool. Add a copy of the third attack. You played... Okay, gain 12. I definitely want Havoc. That seems really fun. 0 cost card, you just plays whatever's on the top. What if you get like one of your really expensive powers? It's pretty cool. Doll Room. It's packed with an array of dolls. Each are unique. Their expressions ranging from joy to sorrow. Their attire spanning centuries and realms beyond your own. A chorus of whispers grows louder and louder until the dolls are shouting over each other and calling for you. You must choose one and leave immediately. All right, I just got one. Whenever you add a card to your deck, add 1 additional copy. Okay? That's kind of cool. Do we want the boss? Or are we trying to avoid the boss? Fuck it, we ball. Lads. And lasses, of course. We really just didn't optimize enough for defense in this round. We're so fucked. I like that. So we're gonna 21, we have 11, so we're gonna take 10 damage. We want to optimize for as much damage as possible. we're gonna go for this. We're gonna go for, we can actually do a lot of damage this turn. Yeah, this is a nice turn. These graphics are, this art is pretty cool. I like what they did with it. Unplayable. Wow, we have a shit hand. Let's see if we can go for lethal next turn. Well, we didn't get any of our powers out earlier, which just makes it tough. All right, Havoc. What do we get? All right, that's pretty fucking... Havoc is such a cool card, man. Wow, what a good design. I love that. I really do. Let's draw some cards, see what we want. This guy's not attacking us. We got a full send. We have additional strength. Do I need to add more? Boom. Oh, yeah, you're dead. Okay. Now we get a boss thing, so we should... This is an upgraded card. Deal 9 damage. Increase this card's damage by 5 as combat. I'll take Iron Wave. I like a little armor with my damage. There's a colossal fire. As its color pulsates, you sense there's a powerful cluster of pollen in the center, but it's under a razor sharp. I reach deeper. All right. We go here. Let's see what we get. Every 3 turns gain one of these. Okay, that's pretty good. That could be for some pretty crazy combo plays. We definitely want Mayhem. This is cool. Especially because he's not attacking on this first turn, so we can actually play it. And we want to upgrade it too. Maybe I didn't want to do that, but it is kind of cool. I was hoping I was going to get some dope ass one of my powers after Havoc. That would be really cool. That would have been great, but that would have been a little lucky. So Mayhem, sort of card, play the top card of your draw pile. I love these kind of randomness things that kind of mix it up. So play setup strike. So now I have 2+2 strength for the rest of the turn. It's so good. I wish I had my one that does AoE here, but I don't. Then it tends to summon monsters. I think we gotta go for this lad right over here. Should gain 5 dexterity. Okay. We're gonna take some damage here, team. But we gotta do the best we can. I don't want a random enemy. I want to hit this guy though. All right. Oh, it was hatching. It's not going to summon more. Okay, I see. Oh, we got the Mayhem where it played our expensive power, and that's why we have. Oh, that's so fun. All right, we take 12, 19. We have 2 plating, and we have 1 of these. It's only 7. If I do this, gives me a not quite good enough. We need to draw something good. Too risky. I think this may be the end for us, team, but it was a good first run. This was our first ever run, Slay the Spire 2. We've obviously done hundreds in Slay the Spire 1 a couple years ago, but it is definitely our first run, and learning. 62. You think we can have lethal? I think we might be able to find a lethal in here. Yeah, I bet I can. We have tons of cards and we have 5 mana. So what we want to do is we obviously are going to want to set up strike first. We want to get that strength cooking. These are the obvious first 2 plays. So there is no reason to doubt that. We do want to optimize maximum number of options for draw. Okay. We have to hit 40 damage. We have 3. So there's 14, 21. That's 35. Yeah, we got this. We got this, team. Okay, we're still in it. We are still in it, team. I think we need a rest here. How much did we get? We were at 20, so we got like 25 or something. Oh, and then, well, I get 6. Okay, another boss. All right, this is probably the end. Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage to all enemies. Kind of cool. Put an attack from it into exhaust. Okay, the gambit, game 50. If you take unblocked attack, damage this combat, die. Kind of cool. I'm trying it. All right, Havoc. Play random something cool. Ah, fuck that. So what does it say? If you take unblocked attack damage, this combat, die. Oh, the whole combat. Oh, fuck. That's crazy. But now we can go full send on offense at least because we have 50 shield. I think that's a cool card. I really do. Man, this game is great. If we take any damage, we die because of the gambit. 16, we have 3 plating. It takes us to 9. We have to drink this. Otherwise, we have no chance. Ugh. I need to draw something that will give me any... Yeah, we're dead. GG's. Let's see what we unlock. Let's see how that... what it looks like. This is our first ever run, so in Slay the Spire 2, so I'm curious. If we take any damage, we die because this card that we played, which was kind of dumb looking back, but live and learn. 2 strength, is that going to help me? Yeah, that actually will. We take the damage here and we die. Yeah, okay, that's all right. Floors climbed 29, elites killed 3, gold gained, epoch unlocked. I don't know what that means. I discovered 65 new cards, sick. Discovered relics, okay, I got some new relics. I discovered some new enemies because I'd never fought anyone before. Oh, so it's discovered new cards because I just hadn't played the game yet. Discovered epochs, you discovered 3 new, okay. In the timeline, reveal epochs to unlock cards, relics, and much more. Mother of Neo, okay. I don't know what any of that means. Neo will now greet you at the start of each run, okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Nice job, Slay the Spire team. Appearance increased, okay. Cards unlocked. That's cool. Okay, chapter 1. Okay, I probably should have done this one first. This looks like some janky ass art. I think this got to be a placeholder. Yeah, I was like, no way. Cards unlocked. Okay. I have no idea really what that means, but or why it's skipping around, but it's the silent. Oh, I got this new character sick. Okay, fine, fine, fine. We'll play that next time, team. Okay. All right, everyone. That's the stream. We did some writing. Went pretty well. Medium well. Uh, and we played our first game of Slay the Spire 2, which was really fun. I'm feeling more comfortable and relaxed on camera, and I'm really enjoying this. So we'll be here next on Friday at 7:49 a.m. Eastern Time. Same thing again. We're going to do writing into gaming. I may be doing some just gaming streams in the future, but the whole point of this is, I'm an author, and so this really needs to be aligned with that vision and bringing in people along for that journey. And I know it may be not the most riveting thing, but I think for some people, the right people, it's going to be quite interesting and quite unique to see this evolve over time. And with that, I bid you Godspeed and good fortune on your adventure.